What is up guys, Nico here from Balsas Life, and today, let's talk about the A7IV. Alright, so we have seen the first batch of rumors that came out for the A7IV, and this is coming out from SonyAlphaRumors.com. So according to the rumors, we are going to see the Sony A7IV in the second quarter of 2021 at the earliest, and probably, which is more likely, the third quarter of 2021. And we've got a few rumored specs, and let's go over it one by one. So first, the Sony A7IV will not recycle the 24 megapixel sensor that they had on the A7 III. The new sensor will have a faster readout and would probably have a 30 to 32 megapixel range. Now, that news is good for, those hybrid shooters, especially those hybrid shooters who tend towards photography more than videography. As you probably know, if you're following, photo gear news this year, the Sony A7S III, which is a beast of a camera, is getting a lot of flack from people saying that it only had 12 megapixels. Being a $3,500 camera, people are saying this shouldn't have had just 12 megapixels. But those are probably people who don't understand why 12 megapixels is significant when it comes to video work. These 12 megapixels make the pixels bigger, hence better in low light conditions. So for these people who are criticizing the A7S III for the lack of megapixels, probably the A7IV will suit them better, especially if this comes true that the A7IV will have 30 to 32 megapixels more than what the A7 III had, which is 24 megapixels. But weird thing about this is the EVF, according to the rumors, will have 3.69 million dots, which is very far from, if I'm not mistaken, the 9 million dots of the A7S III, which is weird because the EVF is utilized by photographers and not videographers. And it's weird that the more photography-centric camera, which will be the A7IV, will have a lower quality EVF. And rumors also said that the LCD, which I'm assuming will also be a fully articulating screen like that of the A7S III, will be of cheaper quality, but they said image quality and autofocus will be top-notch. Now, video specs will certainly be 4K 60p at the highest and will feature the new menu found on the A7S III. Now, this is a big deal because a lot of Sony users have been asking for 60p at 4K for a very, very long time now, especially since a lot of other cameras have it already. So this will be great news. I think this will be enough for a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people need 4K 120p like what we see on the A7S III. Now, price of this camera is at $2,499 according to the rumors, which is $500 more than what the A7 III launched at when it was released around, I think, almost 3 years ago. So this might be a big deal because one of the appeal of the A7 III at that time was it's a full frame camera below $2,000. $199. I think in the psyche of consumers, that's still a big thing. Now they're stepping it up. It's $500 more. Let's see what the effect of that is when it comes to the more casual users of the A7 III. Because if you are doing paid work, this is a no-brainer. You will get the A7 IV. especially if the 4K 60 is true and if they put 10-bit 422 codecs in this camera. I think putting in 10-bit 422 in the A7 IV will make this camera a bestseller. You know, I can see why they released the A7S III first and then not release the A7 IV in the same year. They're spacing it out because I think there are a lot of people who bought the A7S III because of 4K 60, probably not because of 4K 120p. But since there's no A7 IV yet, not even an announcement, you know, these people just jumped on that A7S III launch and got that camera for an upgrade in their video quality. But if this is a 10-bit 422 camera, this will sell like hotcakes. It can be another, you know, box office hit like the A7 III. So that's it for this first batch of the rumors for the Sony A7 IV. Tell me what you think. Are you excited for this camera? I know I am, because, you know, I'm still debating which new Sony camera to get, whether it's the A7C, the A7S III, which is way up there in the price. If the A7 IV is indeed $2,499, has 4K 60, is 10-bit 422, has all the other features that are coming out of the newer Sony cameras, active stabilization, I think I might gravitate towards that camera instead of the A7S III. Also, I think for a lot of people, it depends on when it will be released. If you need a camera right away, especially if you're a professional doing paid work and it doesn't get released until third quarter, maybe you will go and get the A7S III right now or in the early part of 2021 if you couldn't wait. But for those who could wait, I think that $1,000 savings is a big deal. So thank you for watching another video here on Balls' Life. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you'll get notified when we upload new videos. Also, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and we will see you in our next video here on Balls is Life. See ya!